Alright guys, welcome back. It's going to be an interesting one. The question from Engineering Mechanics Statics from Meriam textbook, second chapter, and we have the resultant of the forces that we can see, and we know the resultant of all of these forces is going to pass through point A, and we need to determine the magnitude of the unknown tension T2 that we have right here acting on the pulley. So we solved the question very similar to this one when the question is telling us that basically we can replace all these forces with one single force that passes through A, the line of action of that force. So let's say we don't know the direction, but let's just assume that it's something like this. We can see that the moment of this force about point A is going to be 0 because the r or our position vector is 0. So that's our main equation here with the sign convention that we have counterclockwise positive, and all we need to do is just to find the moment of each of these forces about point A. We have one equation, one unknown. We should be able to find the T2 in here. So let's start with the 275. That's going to make a clockwise moment, so negative 275. Distance is going to be the vertical distance from A to the line of action. So this distance, which is 0.5 meter. So this one's out. We have the 1600 Newton's force, which is going to make a counterclockwise moment. So positive 1600. This is the line of action, and this is going to be our vertical distance, 1.8. That one's out too. We have the 300 Newton's force. We can see the line of action is going to pass us through A, so no moment from that one. So let's move on to 650. You can see the moment of 650 is clockwise, so negative 650 times the distance. This is the line of action, and we're going to be interested in this distance. So we have from here to point A, 1 point A, and we have the diameter of the pulley 0.6. And we need just this distance, which is basically the radius. So half of 0.6, 0.3 plus 1.8. So far everything's pretty straightforward, but that's where it gets a little bit tricky because now we need to find a moment of T2 about A, and usually for using the 2D shortcut that we have, we need to resolve the force. But the problem is that we don't know where this point is. We cannot assume that it's in the same line of the center, because it's a bit above that. So the way we're going to find that, we're going to make a right triangle in here, and I'm just going to show it in here a bit bigger. All right, and since we know this angle here is 50 degrees, that means this angle here is also 50 degrees. Because of the same thing that we talked about when we have two angles like this, when each side is perpendicular to the other one, these two are the same. And here we have this one and this one. So these two are the same value, which is 50 degrees. All right, so the hypotenuse of these right triangles, basically the radius of the pulley, which we figure out is 0.3 meters, and we need these two sides. And it's pretty straightforward. We have hypotenuse cosine of 50 degrees for this one, and hypotenuse sine of 50 degrees for the other one. All right, so now that we have this, we can resolve this force at that point. Let's just clean up a little bit. It's going to be a right triangle, so we're going to resolve the force in here. These are the two components. This one is T2 cosine of 50 degrees, and the other one would be T2 sine of 50 degrees. All right, so let's go with the T2 cosine of 50. We can see the moment is clockwise, so negative T2 cosine of 50 degrees, and the distance would be basically, we have this distance minus this side, so 1.25 minus that side is what we found in here, 0.3 cosine of 30 degrees, and we can see the moment of the vertical component is also clockwise, so negative T2 sine of 50 degrees, and the distance that we have is this distance, which is 1.8 minus the other side of this right triangle, or the base of the right triangle, 0.3 sine of 50 degrees equals 0, and that's pretty much everything. So yeah, these last two parts are a little bit tricky, so we have to watch for this, and let's just pull up a calculator, see what we get. So this is our ratio. On top we have negative 275 times 0.5 plus 1600 times 1.8, negative 650 times, this is going to be 2.1, and in the numerator we can factor T2, so we have cosine of 50 times 1.25 minus 0.3 is cosine of 30. Cosine of 50. I don't know why I put 30 in here. So that's the first ratio, and the second one, the first term. So we did this one, and we are factoring the t2, so it will go on the other side. So it will be positive sine of 50 here times sine of 50 times 1.8 negative 0.3 sine of. And yeah, that's going to give us 732 newtons. And the final answer for this question. Hope everything was clear. Again, the last part was a bit trickier. We really have to watch for the distances that we have in here. If you assume you're pointing here instead of here, that's gonna mess up your final answer a bit. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.